What's up, guys? Above Average Joe back. I have a quick little video on the new update that just came out. 13W03A came out yesterday, and I figured I'd give a recap. I'm also going to give a short summary recap on the past other two updates. 13W01A, 13W02A, 13W02B, all those fun things. If I know this correctly, I'm fairly sure I did. But basically what's going to happen, let me change the time here. Basically what's going to happen is I'm going to show y'all, a brief summary of course, what's all going on. First thing that there's a redstone block. Everybody knows what this is as far as I know. Basically it is exactly what you think it is. It is just a block of redstone. It gives off a fairly large, really strong, let me grab this real quick, really strong signal. Like you see, a torch will give off it's about the same. Like this, man, this block gives off in all directions. As far as I know, it powers underneath also. Yes, it does. And also maybe even above. We'll find out. No. Okay. Well, it has some interesting properties. You can set a whole bunch of things on it. It's kind of weird. I attempted to put a lever or a lever, depending where you come from, on it, and I just destroyed my sample. But you get a little bit of the gist of that. But basically, what's going to happen is the next thing we got here is a light pressure plate. Basically what it is same as a regular pressure plate. You throw something on it, it'll depress. But this one's light. You can throw on several. The more items on there, as you can see, the stronger the signal gets. It'd be great for like playthroughs, modded maps. If you need to put several items onto something in the distance and make it a lot more difficult. Now this one is the the heavy version. Notice it'll depress once, but it takes a heck of a lot more items in order to give off more of a signal. Like, I'm pumping out all these items, and basically I just almost had one stack, and it just got to the second one. It takes like 3 stacks to get to here, and so on and so forth. It takes a lot to get on that one. Next, we have the one that is my personal favorite, is the solar cell. Basically, when it's daytime outside, it gives off a light and gives off a power source to run whatever you want to do. Now, if you want to use it to power the lights in your neighborhood, in your house, anywhere like that, just make a simple inverter. Just do some redstone to where you want the power source to be at, and just stick a torch, and it'll invert. And when it becomes nighttime, let me change it for you, your lights will come on. Quite simple. Quite simple. And very useful. Instead of having to go around and flip your own light switches on, you can, hey, why not let them do it automatically? It makes it so much easier. Also, just notice they added in quartz. They have quartz block, the chiseled quartz block, which looks pretty cool. Maybe they're going to use it in buildings in the nether. You never know. Or in the end. You don't know. They also add in a pillar quartz block. It looks like the old Roman style type pillars, and they added in stairs. If you want to have like a pearly gates type house, hey, go for it. Added in nether quartz. Nether quartz can be broken down. Let's say we have a here we go. I can take a piece of quartz and I can break it down into I'm sorry guys, excuse me, you use a furnace and you can break down your nether quartz much easier. Nether quartz can be used to make the pillars, all that fun stuff. Used to make the solar cell. Basically, it's aligned 3 pieces of glass, like glass, and then quartz, and then the wood on the bottom. That's basically what it. Basically, just pretend it's a glass case holding your quartz. Next, we have the dropper, and what the dropper does is it basically, a normal dispenser will fire something out off into the distance. The dropper will literally just drop it. It's the same as me doing this. It's the same effect. Um, what's really neat, I'll show you in a second. Also, the next update, we had the comparator. The comparator was a little bit confusing at first, but basically what it is it has many different functions. It can act as a diode. And for those of y'all who know electrical lingo, you know what this means. But for those of you who don't, all that means is that redstone current won't be able to go in the direction you don't want it to go, basically. It can't go backwards through the comparator. But the power, I said current, excuse me guys, my electrical lingo, can be added to this one. So let's say this signal gets kind of weak and dies out, then they add in and boom, it goes back. Hope that shows you a little bit what that means. You can also use it to add power. Think of it this way. Spumwack, I'm using his analogy. Go watch his video on the new update. He gave a perfect analogy. He basically said, think of this as Star Wars. And basically what Spumwack said was, when it's nighttime, think of this as the rebels and this as the Empire. If the rebels are able to get there before the excuse me guys, or before the Empire gets there, they can shut down the facility and nothing will come out. However, if the Empire gets there first, it'll still keep running. Now, this also explains the second setting. And basically what Spumwack said is that if it's still a chance that, let's say, you move it back, the rebels have to wait a little longer. There will still be, let's see, keep hitting the wrong one. Notice there, this will be a little bit more power. It means the rebels didn't all the way win when it's daytime. It's really difficult to explain. Go watch Spumwack's video. Fantastic explanation. Also, this is my second favorite part of the update. Instead of having to make it like a timer or a tick clock, your comparator also acts as a rapid fire mechanism that sends a signal to either the dispenser or whatever you want to send it to. And now you have a dispenser, you want to fire things out like a machine gun. Oh, great, I'll put some fire charges in there. You can see I've been playing around with it. Watch this. Now that's freaking sweet. Isn't that awesome? Now you can unleash some devastation. Now with the dropper, I'll show you what it does. Basically, it literally just drops the items. If I was to, here, let me show you. It literally just drops the items one at a time. Same as if I was picking them up and just dropping them myself. This is useful for a lot of player-designed maps. You can literally place it up top, and when they get to a certain point, hit a pressure plate, and it'll drop the item you want them to get at that certain point. Very useful, because the dispenser, you would it wouldn't work really. Next, let's see. Let's say you have a farm like that one over there, and all your items just they fall out and they pull down here, and you want to find a way to get it without having to use water. Well, this is where this comes in. This is the minecart hopper. And basically what the minecart hopper is, it's a hopper in a minecart. Common sense, I know. It acts like a Roomba. It literally sucks up the items. See? They're all gone. Now if I stop this cart and look in it, it sucked up all the nether quartz. It just basically acts like a giant vacuum and grabs the items. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Now also, this is one of my favorites, the TNT cart. I know a bunch of you guys have been waiting for this. This is great for if you want to just shove a minecart through a mountain. They have activator rails they came out with. And so you can see I've already been doing some testing. And all this does, which is freaking sweet. It gets down there, hits the activator rails, which then activates the TNT. Now, I haven't activated these yet because I just did the test. Let me activate them for you. And here we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Here, let's make this interesting. I'm going to place, let's see, miscellaneous. Let's do this. Oh yeah, I can't be on the, oh yeah, I got it on peaceful, that's why. Whoa. Give a little bit of karma. Let's do it. The minecart goes in the hole, hits the activator rail, if the creeper wouldn't get out of the way, sets it off. And ta-da! You got yourself a bomb. Alright guys, that is the update summary, from my point of view at least. Very creative, very awesome. So many possibilities you can use for industrial type buildings in Minecraft. Just let me know what you think, guys. Give me reply videos if you come up with any cool things by yourself. Like, subscribe. Thanks you guys for watching. This is Above Average Joe signing out. Thanks guys.